Let's face it, fishing gear out there is just getting stupid expensive until you realize these simple hacks that I'm going to show you in this video that the fishing industry really doesn't want you to know. Recently, I used one of these hacks and I got 50% off these Jigging World Shadow Surf Casting rods, which are absolutely amazing. I absolutely love Jigging World, and I want to share these tips with you to keep money in your wallet and that top-end gear in your hands to catch the fish that you deserve. And to understand hack number one, let me take you to a car dealership. That's right, hang with me here. So if you ever bought a car, you always go out to the car dealership like in January at the end of the year because new model cars are coming out and they want to clear those old ones off the lot. These are brand new cars, but older models. So they clear them off the lot and you get some really great deals. Now the fishing industry is absolutely no different, but it's just not talked about the same like if you were going to go buy a car. So what happens is you have these new models of reels that will come out and you'll know about them ahead of time, and then they'll just try to clear the old models off the shelves and they'll discount those models significantly. Check this out right here. So I can't believe I kept this magazine, but this is the Penn Slammer. So this is a Penn Slammer 4 that was coming out in 2022. That's right, this magazine is like however many years old at this point. See that right there? 2022, all new. So what did I do? I went out and I bought the Penn Slammer 3, the previous model. Brand new reel, excellent reel. The Penn Slammer 4 has very minimal updates to it, by the way, like a little rubber on the ball there, on the handle, and a couple of cuttings out of the aluminum frame or whatever. Very, very minimal changes. And that Penn Slammer 3 is fantastic, and I got it for $140. The Penn Slammer 4 is $330 without tax, and the price just keeps going up. So then when the Penn Slammer 5 comes out, guess what? I'll go out and I'll try to buy the Penn Slammer 4 for a super discounted price. And it was the same thing for this guy here. This is the Daiwa Ballistic. So when Daiwa was coming out with the Daiwa Ballistic MQ or monocoque reel, well, they had a sale on these ones, the older version of the ballistic reels. And so that's what I got. It's a phenomenal reel. You know, it catches everything for me. Big stripers. I take it inshore fishing, offshore fishing, you name it. That Penn Slammer 3 and this Daiwa Ballistic have caught just about everything. And I just saved a ton of money just because a new model was coming out. Now, saving money on your fishing gear is hugely important because it will allow you to go fishing more. But no matter what kind of gear you have, you still need to find the fish in order to catch fish. So I built a very simple tool. It's free down below. It's called the Fishalot bot, and it literally simplifies this whole process for you. You simply just identify the area that you think you may want to go fish, and it autofills all the weather for you, and it even helps you locate certain spots via contour lines or just Google Earth. You simply plug in a few details and it'll suggest all your high probability areas, and it'll actually describe it to you and the best practices you could take in order to catch fish out of those areas. It's pretty awesome. I love it. I use it all the time. I'll link it down below if you also want to give it a try. Again, it's totally free. Now, hack number 2 here, I sorted out working on fishing boats where, you know, you're commonly talking about gear, and when gear breaks, like a rod snaps in half or you drop something overboard or whatever the case is, you're like, oh, how much was that? And then, you know, you're thinking like, there's got to be a better way besides spending top dollar in an environment that could very easily consume or break your gear. And so the way to do this is just keep an eye out on what the gear actually costs year-round, because tackle stores, bait shops, Bass Pro Shop, wherever you're buying your gear will have deals throughout the year. Now, at the time of filming this, it's November. We're entering into the holiday season. There will be Black Friday sales. There will be Cyber Monday sales. So just keep an eye out on what this stuff is actually worth, because when the sales come out, then you'll know if you're really getting a deal or not. Because sometimes these companies will jack up the price and then be like, oh, 20% off, but you're really paying the same amount you would have paid any other time during the year. So that brings me to the whole reason why I made this video, is because I just saved a ton of money on these Jigging World Shadow surf rods. I know these Jigging World rods are phenomenal, and I know that the 10-foot 6-inch rod is $269, which, you know, is a pretty penny, and then the 10-foot 2-inch rod is $260. So I got the 10-6 for $135, and I got the shorter rod for $130. I got 50% 50% off of the deal. And again, it's the time of year, it's a sale going on, and it's a time where some tackle shops are kind of exiting their inventory to get the new stuff in, and it's a good time to pounce. And all right, so for hack number 3 is probably my favorite because it allows me to get my favorite gear, like the Shimano OSHA Jigger, for a huge, huge discount, and it's year-round. So this reel right here is $600 in the United States, but if you go overseas to purchase it, you're looking at half the cost. Now, a lot of people are going to thumb their nose to this and be like, wow, it's going to take like 4 weeks to get, and well, it's probably a scam, and they're not. Like, a lot of these companies are legitimate companies, they're overseas, and they overnight this stuff to you. This reel took me 3 days to get. It was awesome, and it was FedEx. Perfect. There's tracking on it and everything. So now, in addition to the percentage you get off just by purchasing it overseas, I actually have a system I have in place with this company right here in this video that you could use to save even more money off. So if you're interested in that system, go ahead and click on this video right here where I tell you exactly how you can get all your top-end gear for a ton of money off.